Hello, welcome back to Stress Free Glamour. Sorry I haven't filmed a video in a while. I've been extremely busy. Anyway, I'm going to be going to New Orleans in a couple of days, and I just wanted to talk about what I would be bringing with, or some of what I would probably be wearing as makeup while I'm on vacation there. And I don't know, here we go. I'm currently wearing my foundation, my favorite foundation. This is the Fenty Pro Filter, and the color is 210. Just a heads up, as we approach summer, just a reminder, you may need to get color matched again, as we all, or not all of us, but a number of us have a tendency to pick up color during the summer, so you may have to adjust your foundation colors accordingly. I am also wearing the Fenty, before I say anything else, I wanted to say really quickly, make sure you're wearing sunscreen. That's always best for your skin. I am wearing the Fenty Pro Filter Concealer in color 210. I really like this a lot. I also use it to cover my rosacea, and then also some brown spots that I have right here. I'm also wearing my Fenty Loose Powder, and this is in the color of Butter. I really like this a lot. It sets everything really nicely. And then for bronzer, because I cheated a little bit because I was looking a little pale and really kind of sickly is the word I'd like to describe that. I'm wearing my Marc Jacobs. This is Tantastic, and the color is called Omega Bronze. Very similar to the other one that was Tantric, but this one is, I think, a little bit darker. And also, this one, it smells like coconuts. And I really have a weak spot for coconut smelling stuff. Can't talk today. For my eyebrows, I have Essence Make Me Brow in 01 Blondie Brows. Really like this stuff, so cheap. Fantastic. And for penciling in, I have Urban Decay Brow Blade, and this is Neutral Nana. This one was a little dark. I have to admit I was a little heavy-handed this morning when I put this on. And so I kind of softened it as much as I could, but this is the waterproof pencil side, and this is the ink stain. So a little pencil right there. And then the ink stain, I really, really love this marker because you can get the individual brow strokes. That looks really nice. And then I have NYX Control Freak. This is eyebrow gel. This is just so my eyebrows stay in place for most of the day because they have a tendency to go a little wild. So for the most part, I'll probably keep it pretty basic. Right now, this is Becca's Flower Child. This is their blush. Let's see here. Mineral Blush, Becca. And this is the color. I really like it a lot. It reminds me a lot of NARS's Orgasm, but without the shimmer, or as much of the shimmer, so I really like it. So I'm going to put that on the tops of my cheeks. Blend that in, also up into the temples. I'm using a Real Techniques multitasking cheek brush. Really like this. This was part of a set that I got. I can't remember if it was this year or the year before, but I really like it. I'm almost positive it was the year before. So get that on the tops of my cheeks so that way my cheeks look nice and lifted. But still with a little something. If you hear any noise in the background, that's that's Mowgli, one of my cats, yelling at the dog, Bella. And probably the movement in the background, that's Mowgli running around. But right now, Bella was chasing Mowgli a little bit, and he was a little irritated with her. So, the joy of animals. Anyway, so the next thing, I will put on a little bit of highlighter. This is Flesh, and the color is called Lift. It's kind of a softer, warmer tone. So I'm going to put that on with my Real Techniques setting brush. Great for adding or putting on highlighter. I really like this a lot for highlighter. Got that on there. Okay, then next, I'm going to be using the Smashbox Always Sharp waterproof kohl liner, and the color is called Penny Lane. The reason why I'll probably, actually, I would say I'm 99.9% positive I'll be bringing this with me, only because then I won't have to bring a separate sharpener with me. So what you do is, it self-sharpens. You just cap it, and each time it sharpens itself. So this is kind of a pretty bronzy color. Okay. Really nice, soft, and subtle. So that way if you make a mistake, no big deal. And it goes on, it's waterproof. Got a little crease mark right there, yikes. Obviously I need to make sure that I'm using some sort of eyeshadow primer. Even though I'm not going to be wearing eyeshadow, I think it'll help everything kind of save. I'm a little on the oily side today. The one thing I noticed is that my skin is pretty dry in the winter, but as soon as the temperatures start to warm up, my skin gets really oily really fast, which is really not fun. I thought that I would not have to deal with oily skin at 49 years old. I will be 49 on Tuesday. I'll put on a little bit of mascara here. This is Essence Lash Princess. Really cheap stuff. I think it's less than $5. If memory serves me correct, it's $4.99. And I have to look close in the mirror. Once I hit 40, I had a hard time I had a hard time seeing far when I was 12. Had glasses since then. And then I hit 40. And now I'm having a hard time seeing near, which is always fun. Put on the magic 3 coats. I always like to put on 3 coats, you know that. I also like black only because it has a tendency to make my lashes, which are pretty light, really stand out. I think browns are nice for a more casual look, and nothing wrong with that. I just have a tendency to prefer black. Not a big fan of black eyeliner. I have worn it on occasion. Done right, it doesn't look quite so harsh. However, I have struggled with it getting done right, so I have a tendency to favor the browns. Okay, got that on. And now lip color. This is Peach Puff. This is the diffused lip color, diffused matte lip color, and the color is called Brunchin'. I thought it was like a darker brown. It's actually a pretty soft brown. Pretty neutral. It has this little sponge applicator tip, and it tastes like peaches, which I love. I really, really love peaches. And then I meant to use my setting spray before I put on my mascara. I'm not going to put it on now, only because otherwise I will have mascara mess. But this is the setting spray I've been using lately. This is the Anastasia Dewy Set. I really like this a lot. Shake it up first and then spray your face with it. But another thing I wanted to talk about is skincare while you're on vacation. I have a tendency to, when I'm on a plane, get very dry. The atmosphere is very dry in a plane, and so my skin gets really dry the day or the evening I arrive, and you know, maybe a day or so afterwards. So I picked this up recently. We were in Champaign-Urbana, Illinois. My fiance ran the Illinois Marathon, and we stopped at a Sephora, and I picked this up as an impulse buy. It's called Summer Fridays, and it is their jet lag mask. You squeeze out about 1 inch onto your finger, and then you apply it to your face and your neck. And I did it at night, and the next day my skin I woke up with my skin was very healthy. It really looked kind of glowy, so I was really happy with it. I've used it several times. But I have a tendency to want to use this when I'm flying, only because my skin does get horribly dry. And then while on vacation, you know, sometimes you need to pick me up. And I really do like the Mario Badescu, the rose water spray. I really love the scent of it. I love how it feels on my face. I will not be able to take this with me on the plane, or I should say in my carry-on, because it is over 100 milliliters. And there's the restriction in regards to that for the TSA. And I have something on my nose and it is driving me insane. It is tickling me so bad. Anyway. All right. Well, no, I didn't get it. Anyway. That is pretty, the other thing is reading material. I'm really big on reading material on a plane because flying on a plane is kind of boring. If you're not watching a movie or anything like that. Currently, I am reading The Heroine Diaries, and it's called A Year in the Life of a Shattered Rock Star. This is a series of it was a series of diaries that Nikki Sixx kept for 1987, which was a really bad year for him. He overdosed. That was one of the times that he overdosed, and that time he was pronounced dead, or that's what the media had pronounced him as dead. But so it is a very fascinating read. I highly recommend it. It was on the New York Times bestseller list. I think since the movie The Dirt came out, there's been a sparked interest in regards to that book again. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. And please do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take care and have a wonderful one. Bye.